If you're debating whether to switch product management jobs or stay for a promotion, it's because something is not working and you can feel it. Product managers think this decision is about loyalty, timing, and hoping that their manager finally notices them. It's not. After coaching over 1,000 product managers into top roles, here's what I've seen over and over. The product managers who grow the fastest never sit there asking, should I stay or should I go? They ask something completely different, and that's why they level up quicker than everyone else. Today, I'm going to show you that question and the exact framework top 1% product managers use to choose the path that gives them to the right role the fastest. Let's start with the first point. The loyalty trap is killing product management careers. It's the biggest trap I see product managers fall into, loyalty. The biggest lie in tech is the idea that good work gets rewarded. Look, it sounds nice, it sounds fair, it feels fair, but that's not how promotions really work. Companies promote based on business need, not based on performance. If there's no staff product manager headcount, if there's no budget for a senior or principal role, you can be the best product manager on the team and you're still stuck. It's not personal, it's just the organization chart, it's just the company's needs. And here's what most people don't realize: what's considered loyalty in tech is often very different from loyalty in other sectors. In many traditional industries, staying over 5 years is what people call loyalty. In tech, especially in product, 2 years is already seen as loyal. I mean, it's a long time for tech, which moves so fast. So you staying 4, 5, 6 years in the same role at the same level, hoping somebody finally taps you for that promotion, well, that's not loyalty. That's just stalling your own career. Job switches typically advance 2 times faster than those who rely only on internal promotions in product management roles, especially in slow moving bureaucratic companies. And you have to think in terms of opportunity cost. Every year you wait and don't get to the next level, that's easily 25, 50 to 100K in potential earnings you're leaving on the table. And look, it's not just about you. It's about the people who depend on you, your family. Is that more important to you than loyalty to some company? Ask yourself honestly, are you trading your family's long-term financial upside for a sense of loyalty to a company that would do a reorg tomorrow and lay you off if it suited their bottom line? Because here's the thing, that disloyal label, job hopper, not committed, you should be grateful, that's just corporate programming. It's been embedded since a long, long time for us. It's a story that keeps talented product managers from exploring better opportunities, even when their current company isn't giving them the right promotions, scope, or runway. So if you're already debating, should I stay or should I go? Well, that's a signal. Something is not working. And staying out of guilt or fear is the worst career strategy. Let's talk about what top product managers do instead. Top product managers don't sit around asking, should I stay or should I go? Instead, they ask a much more insightful question. What are the opportunities available at my target level? And how do I become the obvious choice for it, whether it's this company or something externally? That one question shifts you from reactive to strategic. Here's how they break it down. Number one, you assess your current trajectory. First, they get brutally honest about their path, where they are right now. Ask yourself, am I on track for promotion in the next 12 months? Do I have clear metrics and expectations? Do I know exactly what I need to demonstrate for my manager and other important stakeholders to back my promotion? I like to think of it as the following rule. Do you know specifically what you need to deliver to get promoted in the next 12 months? If yes, great. Now it's about execution and visibility. If no, you have two options. Go and get that clarity from your manager. If it's not knowable, if it's always vague, shifting, or we'll see next cycle, that's a huge signal it may be time to move. Second, they look at the market opportunities. Top product managers look outside their current company. They ask, what roles are available right now at my target level? What kind of experiences are these companies actually valuing? Can I demonstrate those experiences better at my current company, or would another company value my skill set more right now? They're not just comparing my job versus some hypothetical external job. They're comparing real roles at your next level against your current trajectory. Next, they use real examples, not imagination. We've had multiple clients who were sitting in this exact tension and thinking about it. They'd been at a company for 2 years, waiting for that promotion that kept getting delayed. So we helped them map it out. What's the realistic internal path? What's the external path? Who's hiring at their target level and where could they become the obvious choice faster? Many of them realize this company isn't the place that's going to value me at the next level. So they moved. We've seen things like going from L5 to L6, switching from Meta to Google, or moving from L6 to L7 by moving from Google to Meta, from Amazon to Google, and so on and so forth, or jumping to a smaller, faster moving company that was hungry for what they already brought to the table, getting a leadership role. Now let's apply this rule. For you, here's the bottom line. If you can't see a clear advancement in the next 12 months and you don't know exactly what winning looks like at your current company, it's time to actively explore other options. Maybe give yourself a month. Work with your manager, figure out what do I need to get to the next level. And if you can figure it out in a month, time to look at other options. Not in a panic, not in secret frustration, but as a calm, strategic PM running an experiment on their own career. And as you're thinking about that, let me quickly pause and talk to the product managers who already feel like their career is on pause. If your career feels on pause, don't wait for another review cycle. Grab a strategy session with my team and let's map out your fastest path to get to the next level. The link in the description and grab a spot before they're gone because sometimes we book out a week in advance. All right, let's talk about when staying is actually the smart play. Now, I'm not saying you should always leave because then you're just never staying. Sometimes the most strategic move is to stay where you are, but under specific conditions, under conditions that suit you. Staying makes sense when you have a clear promotion timeline. You have a strong executive sponsor who will actually go to bat for you. The company is growing, your group is growing, so there's real opportunity for expanded scope and higher level role. That's very different from I'm just going to wait for this next promotion cycle and see what happens. Because this next promotion cycle, that's usually a trap. Most product management positions get delayed, cancelled, watered down. We're doing a reorg. We should just wait. Or budget's tight this quarter. Or let's revisit after you land this next project or product. If that's a pattern, that's not momentum. That's just a fake stall. And then there's internal equity. A lot of product managers stay because of equity that's vesting or because they're worried about leaving money on the table. But here's the reality. Sometimes you need to do things in parallel. You need to find the next role and put the start date just after your internal equity vests so that you can both get the internal equity and you can get the new role. Often product managers make the mistake that they're like, I will start looking once everything is vested. That's too late. Now it's going to take another 3 months, maybe another 6 months, given the market. You got to think about timelines. You got to think about preparation and make decisions accordingly. Now, here's how to test if staying is right. The 90-day conversation. Have a 90-day conversation with your manager. You literally say, look, it's my goal to get promoted to the next level. What do I need to demonstrate and prove in the next 6 to 12 months to earn your support and get there? And then map it out together. Turn it into clear deliverables and metrics. Put it in a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, Excel, whatever you use. Set a monthly check in to review progress against that plan. If your manager can't or won't give you clarity, or the story just keeps changing, that's data. That's not a place for the real path. And then you start preparing your backup plan. Even if you decide to stay, you should get interview ready. That means your stories are prepared, your narrative is clear, you understand what your next target role is, you can explain your impact at the next level. The beauty is, whatever work you put into getting ready for promotion, crafting stories, articulating impact, you can reuse all of that in interviews externally. So you're never wasting effort. You're building assets that work for you no matter what path you choose. Now, let's say you look at everything in real life, staying doesn't make sense. It's time to explore switching. How do you do that without getting lost in the application black hole? Most product managers think switching means updating their resume, applying to a bunch of roles online, and then praying someone from recruiting emails them back. That's the slowest, most crowded path. Top product managers, they use a different approach, what we call the backdoor approach. Skip the application pile completely, entirely. Instead, they use strategic networking to get warm intros. They get referred directly to hiring managers and influential product management leaders. They show up in conversations where their profile already makes sense. Because when a hiring manager hears your name from someone they trust, you're no longer one of 500 applicants. You're a known quantity. Position yourself as the obvious choice. Then it becomes about positioning, right? You're not just saying, here's my resume. You're telling a strategic narrative, the same thing that you need to do for your product. Here's the kind of PM I am. Here's the kind of business problems I solve. Here's why I'm already operating at my next target level. Here's the evidence, specific achievements, outcomes, decisions, impact. And your outreach is also targeted. You're not applying to everything with product in the title. You're aiming at roles where your experience lines up with what they clearly need, so you become the obvious choice. Referrals are the secret weapon here. The secret weapon in all of this is warm referrals through a product manager network. In our client base, around 80% of people land roles through referrals, not cold applications. Cold applications have their place. So if you're not building and using that network, you're making this process way harder than it needs to be. I mean, just as an example, one of our clients went to a small company, and not only did they get in through a referral, they then validated that was the right company to go using our referral network. So here's a practical way to move from stuck to strategic. For the next 30 days, spend time networking and interviewing externally while simultaneously having promotion conversations internally. Don't overthink it, just run the experiment. At the end of those 30 days, you'll have real data. Which path has momentum? Where are you getting traction? Who is actually excited to back you at the next level? Staying in a dead end role is actually riskier in today's market than making a strategic move with a clear story and a warm network behind you. Because the real question was never, should I stay or should I go? The real question was always, where can I become the obvious choice for my next level the fastest? Once you start asking that question, your decisions get a lot clearer and your promotions come a lot faster. If this framework opened up your eyes and you're done leaving your product management career to chance, here's your next step. Book a free strategy session with my team. We'll map out your exact path to senior staff or director and show you how to position yourself as the obvious choice in every interview. Link is in the description. We'll work with you until you accept that role. That's part of our guarantees. And once you grab your spot, watch this next video where I break down exactly what I would do if I was looking for product management roles in today's market.